Welcome everyone to TWA's Battlefront, live at the KeyBank Arena in Buffalo, New York. Hello everyone, RJ Peckham alongside my broadcast colleague Mark Adams. Tonight, Mark, this is the go-home show before the Royal Rumble. And I gotta tell you, there's gotta be a lot of superstars with butterflies in their stomachs right now.
The Royal Rumble is always my favorite time of the year. I'll admit I've got little butterflies too.
Also, we have a lot of stuff lined up here tonight. We are hearing from the current TWA General Manager, Indiana Jones, that a new championship will be unveiled. I don't even know what it is, but we will see.
That would bring us up to 8 titles.
Also, we will hear an announcement from Metal Queen, who was supposed to compete in a number 1 contenders match for the women's title on the previous Battlefront, but never showed up. So we'll get our answers. And tonight, the main event will be TWA champion Chuck Norris in a non-title match, mind you, going up against Dracula. Chuck Norris has got to be thinking right now of Frankenstein. Frankenstein defeated the Incredible Hulk to be the number 1 contender to face Chuck Norris at the Royal Rumble. And what has Dracula gotten himself into?
All I can say is Frankenstein beat the Hulk, but if he can beat Chuck Norris too, then I believe he's for real.
Our opening contest is scheduled for one fall.
This guy's already developed a huge following with the female audience. You can hear them all screaming.
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Anna, from Seville, Spain, weighing in at 209 pounds, the bowler of Seville, Fernando Striker!
This guy has no confidence problem, that's for sure.
Well, I might be confident too if I beat some big block freak.
Fernando really basking in the spotlight. We don't know who his opponent's going to be.
It couldn't possibly be anyone stranger than Steve.
And his opponent, from Elk Grove, Michigan, weighing in at 231 pounds, Ash!
The TWA world caught a quick glimpse of him at our first house show, where he put up an okay effort against Alex the Large, but of course lost.
battled many evil souls from that, what is it, the Necromancer or the Necronomicon?
The Necronomicon.
Thank you. But he's going up against much different competition here. And here's the bell.
They look like they're exchanging words.
Oh! Fernando Striker with a huge uppercut. And a huge forearm by Ash. And there's Ash using that one metal hand he's got. Of course, the TWA Commission has allowed Ash to go through with using that hand since he had to, without any other choice, cut it off with a chainsaw. A demon possessed his hand very long time ago. Now Ash rounding up his metal hand. Oh! Right down to the kidney of Fernando Striker. And he clubs him right on the back. And wait a minute. What is Ash doing? Now he's trying to make the moves on Anna. I mean, I know Ash prides himself on being a ladies' man, but that was just a bad move. He just pissed off Fernando Striker. Now Fernando with a slap, and now he's getting really aggressive in that ring. Stomping a mud hole, walking it dry. Fernando Striker picks up Ash. Huge elbow to the face. And a club right to the back of the neck. And here's the pin. 1. Ash gets the shoulder up. Here's a hard forearm. Ash had things well in hand until he decided to make the moves on Fernando's girlfriend, Anna. Fernando with a boot to the face of Ash. He's looking much more aggressive here than he did against Steve. Now an Irish whip right here.
If Ash can get back into this, I would suggest he ends it quickly because, judging by that gut of his, I don't think he has much stamina.
Well, I think Ash could probably go for maybe 15, 20 minutes or so. Maybe he can go at least half an hour. I don't know if he's a Broadway type of guy. I don't know if he can go for an hour. But, yeah, it's probably in his best interest to end the match. He can't do too much posturing in front of Fernando's girlfriend because it's only making Striker more and more angry. Speaking of posturing, Fernando trying to give the female fans what they want with the gyrations. Just flipped Ash inside out like a cheese omelet. And he steps on Ash's face again. And here's the pin. 1. No, you're not going to keep Ash down with a boot to the face. And now, Ash comes back with a power slam. And Ash lands his whole weight on Fernando Striker's chest. I think Ash was intending to take Fernando Striker to the turnbuckle there, but Striker has regained his footing. That was a unique rolling maneuver. Ash had the advantage for a brief moment, but now Fernando Striker gets out of dodge. And, ooh, Fernando Striker, I think he just kicked Ash right in the balls. I mean, come on, ref, give me a break.
And speaking of kicking in the balls, I did indeed receive confirmation that Fernando stole Homer's finisher, the Shattered Donuts.
Well, what would be Fernando Striker's motivation to steal another person's maneuver? And Fernando, once again, throws Ash to the outside. That kid's got a lot of athleticism, I tell ya. Probably a gymnast for all I know. Ash with a massive clothesline. Fernando Striker has unique gymnastics, but Ash, I think, is all business in the ring. He's more of a brawler. And Fernando with another slap. Irish whip. Fernando Striker has had the offense in this match more often than not, but we don't go by a point system. Pinfall or submission is the only way to defeat your opponent.
And here's what he calls the Siete Diaz split.
The Siete... What? Fernando with a pin. 1, 2, 3. Fernando Striker picks up his second victory.
Here is your winner, Fernando Striker!
And not only did he copy Homer's finisher again, he copied Homer's pose when he does the finisher too.
Nonetheless, he looked more effective in this match than he did against Steve. Fernando Striker, he's climbing up the ranks. The kid may be a bit cocky, but I'll give credit where credit is due. Wait a minute. There's Homer Simpson. Maybe he noticed the same thing you did, Mark. Not sure what this is about, but I don't think it's good.
Maybe Homer's gonna give Fernando the finisher with his blessing.
Finisher with his blessing. Oh, I just don't like this, Mark. Homer is staring Fernando Striker right now.
Oh, mucho gusto, Homer. I was such a huge fan of The Simpsons. I used to watch your show when I was a kid. Even then, it was going downhill.
Shut up, kid! You know why I'm here! You stole my finisher, you son of a bitch!
No. Let me stop you right there, Senor Simpson. I was on an erotic soap in Spain called Las Sensualidad. I was the leader of a gang that frequented the local bowling alley. How do you say, shtick was that if some puta tried messing with us, mis amigos would grab the guy's legs, spread him wide open, and I'd go in for the kick. And there you have my Siete Diaz split.
Yawn. Cool story, kid, but in the TWA, the Shattered Torrance is my move, is as much of mine as the spear is Scorpion's, or the powerbomb is the Incredible Hulk's. But I'm willing to forgive you if you promise to stop using my move.
Okay. I'll stop. I'll stop listening to this fat yellow moron. How pathetic of a man must you be to be bothering me about a move of all things? Your wife must be so unsatisfied, 'cause judging by your exterior, I doubt you can put your best foot forward. Why, you little...
Was that really necessary?
Homer Simpson just sent a stern warning to Fernando Stryker to stop using his move, and to show how serious he was, he punched him right in the mouth.
Well, now we might need surgery now to fix that face.
Well, Fernando decided to insult Homer, and this is what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Count Dracula!
Also, quick, worth noting about Homer, he beat Borat at the house show, so he is now #1 contender to the primetime title, which means he will be facing TWA for that belt at the Royal Rumble.
Well, I hope that Homer Simpson is going to be focusing on the primetime champion TWA and not be preoccupied with Fernando Stryker. Meanwhile, Dracula, he will be in the main event of our show tonight when he challenges Chuck Norris. But that's not till later.
Dracula, fix your cape, it's backwards.
Good evening, TWA world. I missed you all dearly. There is truly no rest for the wicked, as tonight I am thrown right into action in a match with Chuck Norris. I know the challenge that awaits me when I face the TWA champion. I just hope my old confidant, Frankenstein, realizes the grave challenge he will be facing at the Royal Rumble. I know his manager does. Vic has truly resurrected his monster, and I have taken notice. And that is why I have decided to take on a manager of my own. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you all my new manager, solicitor from London, Mr. Thomas Renfield. Come, Renfield. Renfield, don't dawdle.
You can't even find the ring.
Okay, I know Dracula has a manager of his own, but Renfield, I don't know. He doesn't resemble a wrestler, and he doesn't even resemble a manager. I mean, what's he gonna do to help? He looks like he's 100 pounds soaking wet.
Listen to me. You will hear only my voice. You are my slave, and you will sacrifice everything for my safety. Now, I command you, watch over the safety of my career.
Yes, master.
Come.
I'd like to add to what you were saying about him not looking like a wrestler or a manager. I don't even know if he has the mental capacity to manage like what somebody like Kubrick or Victor Frankenstein does.
Well, maybe Renfield will be able to prove himself tonight as a manager when Dracula faces Chuck Norris in the main event. But nonetheless, on to our next match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 121 pounds, Sonia Blade!
Sonya Blade, a tough stick of dynamite, representing the Warner Brothers division.
She has the misfortune of being on the same division as her enemies, Kitana and Melina.
Not to mention Alex DeLarge, if you remember that traumatizing scene she had to go through a few years back.
And her opponent, from Sarazaland, weighing in at 119 pounds, Daisy!
Wait a minute, I remember this match. We had this on a January episode of Battlefront in, what was it, 2013? And if I remember correctly, that ended in a countout.
Daisy representing the Universal division and also representing the Nintendo family. And here's the bell. Sonya Blade starts off with a Hurricane Rana. Daisy and Sonya Blade hope to change their fortunes around and become a contender in the TWA Women's Division.
That's true. A win tonight could put them further up in line for the next contendership opportunity.
Of course, the women's title will be contested at the Royal Rumble when Santina defends her women's championship against her best friend Samus at the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia. Sonya Blade, German suplex to Daisy. And of course, speaking of other women, Metal Queen will be here to make an announcement. Metal Queen was, of course, supposed to be part of a number one contenders match against Samus to determine who would face Santina for the title, but she never showed up.
I've been prying to get some information as to what happened with her, but nobody's budging.
Sonya Blade with a hard knee to Daisy. Daisy retreats to the outside. Sonya Blade, I'd suggest, would have a little more experience ring-wise than Daisy, but Daisy's the type of girl that I know doesn't give up. She wants to make her mark in the women's division, and she figures a victory over Sonya Blade might do it.
I find these two actually quite similar. They've both kind of been how can I say this nicely, left for dead in the women's division. Neither one of them have really had any sustainable success. No women's championships.
Well, with a crowded women's division, it can be very hard. And Daisy with a hard clothesline to Sonya Blade. And, oh, very uncharacteristic of Daisy right there to slam Sonya Blade's face into the ground. And once again going after the face with a drop kick. Here's a pin. One. No. You're not going to keep a veteran like Sonya Blade down like that. And now Daisy, snap suplex. Kick right to the back. But there's Sonya Blade with a fireman's carry, or firewoman's carry in this case. Sonya Blade using the ropes and everything she can to her advantage. Going after the arm. Now I think it's more of a triangle choke, but Daisy punches Sonya repeatedly in the head to break the hold. Both of these women looking very aggressive here tonight at the Key Arena in Buffalo, New York. And Daisy throws Sonya back in the hard way. Here's the pin. 1, 2. Sonya gets a shoulder up. And Sonya clotheslines Daisy out of the ring.
Oh, here we go with the count out again. I swear, every single match we've had here so far, the competitors have felt the need to go outside.
I can only theorize that they want to inflict as much damage as they can to their opponent, and the best way to do it is by hitting them on the concrete, hitting them on the steel steps, taking it to the outside, whatever they can.
Yeah, well, if this were the AWA, every single one of our matches would have been in a DQ.
This ain't the AWA. And Daisy now working on the legs, the knee of Sonya Blade. And Daisy clutching her legs right between Sonya Blade. What is Sonya planning here? Looks like a tarantula type hold. I don't know if that's a legal submission hold to use, but it was effective enough.
Just like her first run, using those educated thighs to good use.
Now what is Sonya Blade planning to do here? Ooh! Just planted Daisy's face with an unusual maneuver. 1, 2... No!
I swore that was it.
Sonya Blade swore that was it. She thought the ref could have issued a faster count. Sonya Blade just drove Daisy's face right in again. Right in the mat. This has got to be it here. 1, 2... No! Man!
How is Daisy kicking out like this?
She really wants to establish herself in the women's division, and now Sonya Blade really getting frustrated. She's clubbing Daisy with forearms and fists. Sonya Blade's now thinking, what have I got to do to beat Daisy?
Who would have thought anybody would say that?
And Daisy with a hard splash. And there's the Joybreaker, a variation of the Jawbreaker. Daisy gets the pin. 1, 2, 3.
What?
Daisy is the winner.
Here is your winner, Daisy!
Daisy just pulled off a miraculous victory over Sonia Blade. And there's the TWA General Manager, Indiana Jones. He really enjoyed what he saw out of these two divas. And I gotta have reason to believe that Daisy has moved herself possibly in contendership of the title. It's probably a bit full right now, but Daisy, her time's gonna come, I'm sure.
Great work, ladies. An excellent match. And now I think it is the perfect time to unveil our new Mystery Championship. We currently have the largest Divas roster that we've ever had at one time. So the time has come to introduce a new belt for you all to compete for. So without further delay, I present to you and to inaugurate this new belt, an exhibition tournament will be held. 4 teams will be formed, and they will all face one another one time each. And the 2 teams with the best win-loss records, they will face each other for the belts at Telethon 7. May the best team win.
Well, this is interesting. Looks like the women now have their own tag team championships.
Wow, huge news. Women's tag team title being brought to the TWA, but who are these teams that are going to be facing off for it? We don't know.
Yeah, beats me.
Hey, that was a great performance, Daisy. You really showed some fire out there. Thanks, Samus. That means a lot coming from you. Listen, I was thinking of joining this women's tag team title tournament. How'd you like to be my partner? Really? Me being your partner? Oh, of course! Okay, no need to fangirl. I'll see you later. Samus, she's going into the women's title match against Santina at the Royal Rumble, and she's already talking about teaming up with Daisy for the possible women's tag team championship tournament.
Well, there's one answer to your question. We already have one team.
Well, coming up next, we have a newcomer, Jack Burton, taking on Korus. Jack Burton, of course, made his TWA debut at that On Your Monitor house show you just talked about, Mark. And from the record I received, he lost in his first match, getting squashed by the Incredible Hulk. Can Jack Burton hope for a better result this time around?
Korus? I doubt it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 194 pounds, Jack Burton!
I've got some Rumble news for you, RJ. I've just received confirmation that both Fernando, Stryker, and Ash have entered their names into the 40-man Rumble.
The names just keep adding up, and I don't know if Jack Burton is considering putting his name in the slot as well.
And his opponent, from Egypt, weighing in at 258 pounds, Korus!
He's kind of the wild card of the, well, I guess I can't call it Universal. He's the wild card of the monsters there. He was the only one who was selected outside of the Universal division.
Both of these men representing 20th Century Fox's division. I guess they hope to get in line to face TWA or possibly Homer Simpson, provided he wins the title at the Royal Rumble for the Primetime Championship. Is it just me, Mark, or has Korus gotten fat? I mean, I didn't think mummies could even put on weight. I mean, they're dead, they decompose.
Maybe he just took the 100 layers challenge and he added more bandages.
The man may be dead, but don't take him too lightly. Korus is a former Universal Champion.
And he has one of the best win-loss records of anybody in the past 5 years.
Jack Burton, to his credit, is not showing any fear of Korus. Although I don't think he showed any fear of the Incredible Hulk either at the On Your Monitor house show, and that didn't turn out well for him. Korus already working over Jack Burton.
And Korus doing what he's done best for all these years, slowing down the match to a snail's pace.
But Jack Burton comes back with a jaw-jacker. Or maybe it was a variation of Daisy's finisher, the Joybreaker, which she successfully used to defeat Sonya Blade earlier. And Jack Burton Irish whips Korus into the... But he just gets knocked down for his efforts. Korus is a master at cornering his opponents and staying on them. You would think if you were fighting Korus in the ring, you would just have to simply outrun him. But Korus, he seems to... Once you get in his sight, he never stops.
He's like all the old monsters and serial killers. He just somehow appears out of nowhere.
Korus with a choke, referee getting on his case about it.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
I don't know if I've seen this referee before. I mean, we used to have referee Charles Robinson, but I guess he finally outlived his usefulness, if he even had any to begin with. And Korus just got thrown over by Jack Burton.
And whoopee, we're outside again.
Well, actually, Jack Burton had to throw Korus to the outside in order to seize an advantage, which he now has. There's a knee.
You remember the bottomless pit disaster? Well, maybe I should consider bringing that stipulation back so these guys will stop trying to exit the ring.
Why not just make every match an Inferno match? Then they can't exit the ring.
Oh, 2K won't let us do that anymore.
Jack Burton crawling all over the ring, and Korus just continues to stay on him. It's beginning to look more like a mercy killing at this point. I know Jack Burton has no shortage of confidence either, but he doesn't seem to have an answer for the former Universal Champion.
You have him, why are you posing?
Fernando Striker made this same mistake when he wrestled against Steve in his first match. And now Jack Burton, hard fists. Now he's coming through.
What, did he trip?
He must have. I mean, I'm starting to feel bad for Jack Burton at this point.
And Korus, he could easily have ended the match probably in 20 seconds, but Korus, he enjoys slowly hurting people. He's mean.
Well, no one said Korus was a nice guy.
Again, you have him.
Jack Burton tried to go for a fist, but Korus stopped him. And there's a kick right to the knee. I think if Jack Burton wants to get any semblance of an advantage over Korus, he needs to resort to actually using the top rope. Go for high-flying maneuvers. Like, try to stay out of Korus' vicinity. Because once he's too close to Korus, that's where he capitalizes and attacks. And now Korus ramming the knee of Jack Burton right into the canvas. Here it is. Oh, he was going to go for a chokeslam, but Jack Burton reverses it into an elbow. And now,
I'll admit, Jack has done a good job scouting the choke. Never mind.
Third time's the charm, I guess. Korus chokeslams Jack Burton into the ground. And, oh, I thought he was going to go for the pin there. And, oh, wait a minute. I remember this finisher. The throat vice. Korus is just going to strangle Jack Burton into submission, and couldn't take any more, and that's it. Korus is the winner.
Here's your winner, Korus!
And the throat vice continues to put people down.
And Jack Burton is now 0-2. I gotta tell you, Mark, the way Korus looked in this match, with the dominance he had over Jack, I could say that Korus could be another contender for the Royal Rumble.
Well, I've yet to receive confirmation if he's gonna be in.
Well, Jack Burton better go to the back and reconsider his strategies.
So you're telling me that there's no more rematch clauses? I'm afraid so. If you want to win the Blockbuster title back, then you'll have to contend for it again.
Does this rule apply to everyone? Or is this just petty payback for me taking that title from you in the first place?
Yes, it's for everyone, James.
Fine.
When can I contend for it? Well, I can book you in a match as soon as next Battlefront. Then do it. Whatever you say, James. It's 007. There's been a change in the rules. I have to contend again for the belt. The match will be next month. Yes, I can win it. I will be ready for Tarzan this time. Just trust me. I haven't let you down yet. There won't be any need for that. I assure you, I will win. Well, coming up next, folks, it will be the 15-0 Gigant taking on the newcomer, the Tramp.
Or as I'm now gonna call him, number 16.
That confident that Gigant is going to retain his streak here tonight. The German giant, I'm pretty sure, is hungry for bigger and better opposition, but he's going to have to settle on the Tramp here tonight. Wonder if Gigant has entered his name into the Royal Rumble yet.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Munich, Germany, weighing in at 365 pounds, Gigant!
The Tramp, he better not pull that handshake bullshit that he tried with Bruce Lee, because Gigant is not going to put up with that.
Teutonic Tower of Terror is waiting for his next victim.
Alright, that's it. Why do our microphones always cut out when he enters the ring?
Maybe he's a diva. Maybe he demands that type of entrance. And Gigant already starting off strong against the Tramp. By the way, what division picked him up?
Oh yeah, it didn't say on the screen. I'll have to look that up. Give me a minute.
Gigant with a hard Irish whip clotheslines the Tramp. He's already going for the kill. One. Tramp just gets the shoulder up.
Okay, it says here the Tramp is in the 20th Century Fox division, which means that this is a divisional matchup.
Well, I don't know if Gigant is going for AAA's primetime title or not. I think he has his eyes set on bigger fish. Oh, Jesus Christ, superstar. Jigant just takes a guy right from the ground and power bombs him.
It's like a man playing with children.
Now, what is Jigant gonna do here? And everybody knows you can't make this Teutonic Tower of Terror angry. You remember what happened to Bulk Hogan at Telethon 6? Jigant just ripped Bulk Hogan's hair out of his scalp.
Well, but Hogan's Alzheimer's has got to be so bad, he probably doesn't even remember that traumatic experience.
And Jigant going for a rare submission hold, but the Tramp just slipped right out of it. And the Tramp going right for the kidney of Jigant. Jigant has to be, what, 7'1", 7'2"?
Last time I checked the ruler, it was 7'1".
And the Tramp, I still maintain the fact that he's not even a wrestler. He looks like someone who belongs at a musical theater or dinner theater or some shit. Jigant. What is he gonna do to the Tramp? Uh-oh. The consequence. Here it comes. Oh! Right on the neck. He put Tourette's guy back in the hospital with this. 1, 2, 3. Jigant is 16-0.
Here's your winner, Jigant.
This goes out to 39 people in the Royal Rumble. I have just received confirmation. Jigant is in.
If that's the case, Mark, I have reason to believe Jigant is got to be the odds-on favorite to win it.
I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the Television Wrestling Association, Tony Stark.
Well, I didn't know this was coming.
To many TWA fans around the world, he is known as Iron Man. But Tony Stark is not in his suit here tonight.
Yeah, he's in a different suit. What's it been, like, over 3 years since we last saw him? They won't let him speak.
They're all so quiet. What happened to you guys? I'm truly humbled by your response. After the things I have done in the past, I lost control of my addictions, and as you probably remember, I struck former backstage announcer Justin Roberts with my car. I did time for it, and I deserved it. I took some addiction classes, and I'm proud to say I have been clean for over 2 years. But the most important change I made was my attitude. I was a selfish prick, The only people I cared about were myself and Iron Man. I learned to care more for others, especially those who are not quite as privileged as I have been. So let me just share some wisdom with you great people. Not everyone has the advantages you might have. So be considerate. Be tolerant. And be smart. But before I practice what I just preached, I gotta win this little match that's called the Royal Rumble. I apologize in advance, but I'm gonna have to throw all 39 of you guys over the top rope and punch that golden ticket to the main event at Telethon. But hey, after that, we'll all be cool, right? Right. Yours to peace.
Breaking news, we've got another Rumble entrant.
Wow, now Iron Man is entering his name into the Royal Rumble. This is packed. So many people. Super Mario, Justin Boner, Gigant, Iron Man. How many more are we going to see? Well, coming up next, folks, we got a number 1 contenders match. Justin Boner, or the artist formerly known as Legs, taking on the Cable Guy. And this is a number 1 contenders match to determine who will face Ghostface for the Rated R title at the Royal Rumble.
Well, not exactly a battle of the big boys.
Well, doesn't matter whether you're big or not. All you gotta do is be tough in the Rated R division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
And he's tough.
Okay, maybe smarts.
Introducing first, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 208 pounds, Justin Boner. And his opponent, from Long Beach, California, weighing in at 190 pounds, the Cable Guy.
I've got some more Rumble confirmation. Apparently from what Indiana Jones ordered, and remember, Jones has never really been a fan of Jim Carrey and his 3 or 4, how many faces it is now. He has ordered Jim Carrey to only participate in the Rumble as one of his characters.
It's kind of odd, though, because Indiana Jones and Jim Carrey used to be tag team partners. I mean, they were former tag team champions together.
Yes, but there was a bit of a fallout, and as I said, Jones has never liked Jim Carrey taking up 3 slots on our roster.
Well, I tell you, if the Cable Guy wins this number 1 contenders match here tonight, then we know that he's not going to be in the Royal Rumble match itself. We know that Justin Boner is, regardless of whether he wins or not. And Cable Guy tried to start it off, but Justin Boner saw him coming.
And just to clarify to any new fans of our show, in rated R title matches, they are always hardcore rules. However, for matches like these, they're still under normal sanctioned rules.
Of course. We can't just have the Paramount division running amok and doing whatever the hell they want. And Cable Guy comes off the top rope with a nice clothesline. Justin Boner with a hard fist. Hard forearm. Cable Guy with a hard knee. Cable Guy is just going really strong against the artist formerly known as Legs, Justin Boner. And wait a minute.
What did you do that for?
The Cable Guy just drop kicked the referee, and he has a strike. That referee has a striking resemblance to someone. I can't make it out.
Who, Matthew Broderick?
No. Referee begins his count. And Justin Boner continues to attack Cable Guy on the outside. I think if both these men were to be counted out, then they would have to restart the match. And now Boner throws the Cable Guy back in the ring.
Maybe you should just call him Justin.
And the Cable Guy just cranked Justin Boner's neck. And now the Cable Guy shaking all over. And that cost him some time because Justin Boner, he's back on offense, took his legs out from under him.
I wonder, since Justin got that surgery, are his legs still as powerful as they used to be?
Well, ask the Cable Guy. He's currently down for the count right now. There's a headlock. Justin Boner, he's really pouring it on. Really cranking on the Cable Guy's neck, but Cable Guy breaks out of it, and now he's got the headlock himself, and he breaks it. Hard clothesline. Cable Guy is now back on offense. He's back in the driver's seat. Sort of an inverted DDT right there. Cable Guy, he's going for the kill. And now, here's the roll. Slam dunk! Does Cable Guy watch basketball? 1. And only a 1 count? Usually with the slam dunk, they're down for a count of 3.
I think that kick out made Cable Guy mad.
And Justin Boner knocks Cable Guy to the outside again. Now Justin Boner just dropped Cable Guy right on his face. Is that a new move?
That's not a new move.
And there's the leg drop. Used to be known as legs. 1, 2, 3. Justin Boner is the number 1 contender to Ghostface Rated R title.
Here is your winner, Justin Boner!
Great job, Justin Boner. Maybe Santina should come out and congratulate you.
Well, she has been distant from him for the past couple of weeks. I mean, congratulations to Justin Boner. I still think he has an identity crisis, but he will go off and face Ghostface for the Rated R title at the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia.
Oh, wait a minute. Look.
No, wait a minute. Oh no, I've seen this before. That's Ghostface's 2 henchmen. And there were 2 versions of the Rated R title. What was this all about? They attacked both Justin Boner and the cable guy, and
Probably sending a message.
weird way to send mind games.
As the Rated R champion, I am in my element to say that this Paramount division is a total joke. I am offended to have been forced to compete in a division full of hacks that none of the other studios wanted. Do you seriously think Justin Boner and the Cable Guy are contenders to my title? If that's the way it's gonna be, then I will be Rated R champion for a long time. So you all better get used to it!
He's got a point. The Paramount division has proven to not be very strong.
Ghostface very cocky, very self-assured in thinking that he's going to retain the Rated R title at the Royal Rumble against Justin Boner. Welcome, Ray. I have got a great opportunity for you. Now, despite your loss in that triple threat match, I was impressed with your performance. You showed me why you belong in the TWA.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me yet. I haven't told you why I called you in. I am short just 1 team for the Women's Tag Team Tournament, and I would like to add you in.
That's quite an opportunity, sir. Thank you. But who's my partner?
I will be pairing you with another diva who's new to the scene, but you'll find out who that is when you get in that ring tonight.
Tonight? Well, I'd better get ready.
Good luck. Well, Indiana Jones impressed with Ray enough that she's now going to be entered into the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament.
With a partner who we don't know yet.
Well, we'll find that out. If not next, maybe later tonight. But in the meantime, coming up next, Captain Rhodes taking on Jack Torrance. This is a fierce battle, I'm sure, between 2 longtime veterans. Both of these guys don't like to play by the rules, and also, with a win, both of these men could make an impression to possibly get into the Royal Rumble. Who knows?
Rhodes has already got 1 win of the season. He beat Ammo at On Your Monitor.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, from Palatka, Florida, weighing in at 217 pounds, Captain Rhodes!
I can't 100% confirm. I'm not sure if he's in the Rumble as of right now, but if he is, I gotta think that this is finally gonna be his year. At some point this year, he's gonna be TWA champion. I seriously think he's got a shot.
Captain Rhodes was selected by the Paramount division, but I don't think he's interested in going for the Rated R title again. He held that belt once before, but I think he wants what you just said, Mark. He wants to be TWA champion more than anything else.
And I think all this guy wants is to be released.
And his opponent, from Vermont, weighing in at 212 pounds, Jack Torrance!
You talk about one of the most unlikely transformations from sinner to saint. Jack Torrance was once one of the most bitter rule breakers that TWA has ever had, but ever since he broke up with Alex DeLarge and Stanley Kubrick, he has started hearing cheers from the crowd.
So that's all it took for all these people to cheer him.
These two men are representing different divisions. Captain Rhodes representing Paramount, Jack Torrance representing Warner Brothers. And Jack Torrance already starting off strong, veteran instincts with the DDT.
But Rhodes is the quicker of the two.
That's what I said. Rhodes was already starting off with advantage. There's a suplex. Of course, Jack Torrance, he's one hell of a tough competitor himself. He took Batman to the limit for the Universal title many years ago. Though he came up short, he proved what he can do in that ring. Now, I'm pretty sure if Captain Rhodes can keep this into a wrestling match, he has the advantage. But if Jack Torrance can turn it into a fight, he has the advantage.
Rhodes has just got to stay disciplined, like a proper army captain would.
You can't let Jack Torrance get inside his head. And there's a running bulldog. Both of these men have been in the TWA for the same amount of time.
That's right, they were part of our great expansion.
And now Captain Rhodes really working on the arm of Jack Torrance. I would think the best strategy would be to go for his head. Or considering that Captain Rhodes, he knows how to use smarts in that ring. Maybe run some circles around Jack Torrance or something. Try to trick him. I don't really know why I'm giving advice to Captain Rhodes at this point. I've questioned the man's integrity many times, but I never questioned his in-ring ability.
Oh, really? I thought Rhodes had a a seeing the light moment too when we close down. Why is nobody screaming for him?
Well, here's the thing with Captain Rhodes. He doesn't play well with others. I mean, if he was a kid and he was in a ball pit, he wouldn't allow any kids on the inside. He would just keep it all to himself. There's the snake eyes, Captain Rhodes. Knee right to the face. One. Jack Torrance still has a lot of fight in him yet.
Relax, Rhodes. Don't get frustrated.
If Rhodes gets frustrated, Jack Torrance can easily capitalize. Jack Torrance with a hard elbow. He's coming back. And there's a German suplex. Dropped Captain Rhodes right on his neck. What's Jack going to do here? Runs at him full force, and Captain Rhodes is on the outside, like we expect.
I was only joking when I brought up the bottomless pit match, but I may be serious now.
Jack Torrance, he's now in his element. He's turned this into a fight. Captain Rhodes is now reeling. And there's a running bulldog by Jack Torrance. Jack is now firmly in the driver's seat. He's going to the top rope. Oh, he just made a mistake of dilly-dallying, taking too much time. And here's a pin. 1, 2, no!
I agree, Rhodes. He should have counted faster.
Well, that mistake nearly cost Jack Torrance the match, and now Captain Rhodes is back in the driver's seat. Oh! Unique move from the top rope, and Captain Rhodes once again working over the arm, but I don't think it worked the previous time around. And right here, it's not working. Yeah, Jack Torrance found once again a way to break out of it. There's a fall-away slam.
No, Rhodes, don't get up. Roll out of there.
And now Jack Torrance, he's getting ready to go for his finisher. There's the overlook pile driver. Just crunch Rhodes right on his neck. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, no!
Phew.
Now Jack Torrance is upset with the count.
Jack, don't you dare.
And Jack Torrance just elbowed referee Jordan Peterson. I'm sorry, he just looks like him. And now, wait a minute. Captain Rhodes with an underhook suplex. Referee is down. And Jack Torrance with a huge DDT.
Take a walk, Rhodes.
I don't know what Jack was thinking. He could have gotten himself disqualified, but the referee decided to let it slide. And there's a sunset flip. 1, 2, no!
That was a slow count.
Well, the referee took a long time to be in position. That might have been over, I could agree with you, but it's getting intense now between these two men. There's a triangle choke by Captain Rhodes.
Rhodes, I love everything you do, but I don't think you should bother trying to make them submit. It doesn't work.
And Torrance just powered out of it once again. But wait a minute. He guillotines Jack Torrance right on the ropes. There's another underhook suplex, this time for a pin, but bad luck for Captain Rhodes. Torrance's foot was on the rope. And now Rhodes, there it is, the crossroads, put many people away with this maneuver. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Captain Rhodes is the winner.
Here's your winner, Captain Rhodes!
Wow, he showed that he hadn't missed a step. Captain Rhodes, I don't know if he's entering in the Royal Rumble or not, but he shows that he's all business in that ring.
He's grabbing the mic. Maybe we'll get our answer about the Rumble.
I am done fucking around. I was lucky enough to be brought back to the TWA after I thought my chances of winning the TWA championship were dead. As I just proved here right now, I can hang with the nuttiest fuckers in this company, and there are a bunch of them. And I'm sure that many of them will be entering the Royal Rumble match. But I'll be damned if I let nutcases like Jack Torrance or that diaper-wearing pal of his that fucks anything with a hole in it steal my opportunity. So I am guaranteeing that I will win the Royal Rumble, and I'm not going to let any of those fuckers ruin that goal for me.
Oh my. I don't think we've ever seen these two confront each other.
And we see the look, the glance exchanged between these two former partners turned bitter rivals, Jack Torrance and Alex Delarge. Alex has now made his way in the ring. Looks like he's going to confront Captain Rhodes. My apologies for the interruption, Capitan, but I'm here to declare that I, your humble nutcase, am indeed in the Royal Rumble match with you. And I have every intention of winning the Rumble as well. All me has to do is toss 39 filthy wrestlers over the top rope, and the telethon main event is mine.
I actually think you should forfeit from entering the Rumble, kid. Cause I'm gonna take that cane of yours, shove it right up your ass, and turn you into a white flag!
Cheap vulgarities, is it? What a naive old bastard you truly are. Your time to win the Rumble is long gone, sir, and no one's giving me the in and out with my cane. I will win the Royal Rumble, and I shall take pleasure in winning it at your expense.
Well, there you have it. Rhodes is in fact in, and so is Alex the Large.
And it looks like, I think the fans kind of sided with Captain Rhodes on that one.
Oh really? You all sided with him for once?
Well, we'll see if those two even cross paths. One man might be eliminated before the other reaches the ring.
OMG, Santa Claus! I'm like such a huge fan! I've been wanting to meet you so much! Oh, thanks, Barbie. I never used to like stupid wrestling, but you caught my attention when you won that title. That's nice of you to say. I gotta go. Nice talking to you. Santina, wait! I didn't just come to say hi. I'm concerned about you. Look, I know you and that samus are friends. But don't you think she'll try anything to take that title from you at the Royal Rumble? If you're saying that Samus is going to cheat to win, then you don't know her. Hear me out. Why don't you let me be in your corner? Thanks, but I'll be fine.
Their catering was so good.
You?
What was that about, Mark?
Apparently Barbie is a big fan of Santina's.
I don't know. This just seems more like an obsession, an infatuation that Barbie has with Santina. It just seems icky, awkward.
Who knows, maybe it'll go somewhere hot.
Will you be serious?
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 254 pounds, Katana and Melina.
From what I'm hearing, RJ, this is the start of the tag team tournament for the women.
Katana and Melina, representing the Warner Brothers division. These women are quite deadly. We know what Melina can do. She's a former women's champion in her own right.
And I have reason to believe that this whole women's tag title was created just for these two.
They have experience as a team, so they will probably be the team to beat, but we'll see who else enters.
And their opponents. First, from Jakku, weighing in at 121 pounds, Ray!
Well, there's Ray, representing 20th Century Fox Division. Indiana Jones promised that she would enter the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament, but we still don't know who her mystery partner is going to be.
Well, this is actually a clue, because since they both have to be in the same division, that means whoever this diva is, she's in Fox as well.
and her partner, from the land of Oz, weighing in at 146 pounds, the Wicked Witch of the West!
Jones was not kidding when he said that we have a diverse roster.
Well, this is a most unique pair-up in terms of a team. Rey, who is a Jedi, teaming up with a Wicked Witch from the land of Oz.
Well, maybe it'll work. Team Hell No worked.
That was just a gimmick for a short period of time. And there's the bell. Melina already starting off strong against the Jedi Rey. And swift neck breaker. Without a doubt, Katana and Melina have experience on their side. Rey and the Wicked Witch of the West are both newcomers to the Television Wrestling Association. Oh, Melina tried to punch Rey to the outside, but Rey forbid her from doing so.
Good on you, Rey.
Now Rey is working over the arm of former women's champion Melina. Melina, however, with those veteran instincts, kicks Rey's legs out from under her.
And we'd just like to reiterate the rules of this particular tournament. Whoever loses this, they're not out of it. The end result will have to be the two teams with the best win-loss records.
Regardless of whether they're in or out, a win means everything to these two teams. And now Katana taking the time to work over Rey, throwing her into the steel steps. Referee Peterson continues his count. And Rey, she just fell to the ground there. It seems Katana and Melina so far are right in the driver's seat. Rey could be in serious trouble if she doesn't make the tag to the Wicked Witch of the West. And there's, I think that was a variation of an Indian deathlock by Melina. There's a snapmare by Melina. Double team maneuver by Katana and Melina. Rey is in serious trouble. She needs to make the tag to the Wicked Witch.
I can see the... What the hell?
Did Rey just collapse?
The Katana or Melina must have hit her on the head a little hard.
I mean, that's the second time Rey collapsed. I saw her running on the outside and then she tripped. Whoa! Rey must have used some Jedi power to slide through Katana with a knee, and the Wicked Witch of the West finally gets tagged in.
And immediately doesn't look good.
And I don't know much about the Wicked Witch, but I'm pretty sure she's a lady who doesn't play nice. Or, correction, I don't think she even is a lady.
You can really see the veteran instincts of both Katana and Melina.
But you can see the aggression of the Wicked Witch of the West. And she goes right for Melina, knocking her off the apron. And the Wicked Witch... Oh, and now Katana with boxing jabs. She did not take too kindly to the Wicked Witch knocking Melina off the apron. And now we're starting to see some tag team continuity between the Wicked Witch and Ray. Kick right to the hand. Massive clothesline. She just flew right into her. 1. Now, I don't know if it's in Ray to be aggressive, though. Being a Jedi forbids you from having hate. And Katana makes the tag to Melina. And Melina with a hard clothesline to Ray, but fails to capitalize with a drop kick. Or, second time's the charm. There's another. And the Wicked Witch is starting to get frantic. She wants Ray to make the tag. Here's the pin. 1, 2. No! Ray and the Wicked Witch are still in the game. Melina slides into Ray. Here's the pin again. 1. Wicked Witch was about to break it up, but Ray was able to get up in time. Melina has got Ray right where she wants her, even though she's kind of in the wrong side of town. There's a hard kick. Ray gets sent to the outside. I just think we're going to have to get used to this, Mark.
Well, at least it's not as bad as that one year when everyone insisted that they had to break our table.
But there's one match that I know of, Mark, where it's not going to be easy to throw people out of the ring, and that is the 40-man Royal Rumble match. To go to the main event of Telethon is enough motivation for anybody to want to stay in that ring. This match has actually been quite back and forth. Katana and Melina have definitely been strong, but so has been Ray and the Wicked Witch of the West. Hard headbutt by the Wicked Witch. I mean, she has a really pointy nose. That could have fractured Melina's face to a certain degree. And Katana with a belly-to-belly suplex. Very unique there. Wicked Witch is reeling. There's the Edenian drop. This has got to be it, Mark. This is it. There's the pin. 1. And Ray just broke it up. Ray saved her team from certain death.
It's getting crazy now.
It's Bedlam and all-out Donnybrook. Katana and the Wicked Witch are still the legal 2. And there's a steel chair shot, and
why did she do that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this bout as a result of a disqualification, Katana and Melina!
Well, the Wicked Witch just cost Ray a chance to go for the women's tag team title. I mean, they're not out of it just yet, but this knocks him down a peg.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Invisible Man!
Always a nice day to see the Invisible Man.
Well, there's the Visible Man, as I now call him, because I can see him now from head to toe. Invisible Man has been forbidden by TWA's GM, Indiana Jones, from wrestling Invisible. Invisible Man has not seen much luck since his TWA return because he and Nazareth both entered the tag team tournament for the tag team titles. They lost, however, to Jason and Michael.
No. Nazareth lost to Jason and Michael.
So I don't know if there's a little bit of a rift between these two. I don't know.
Please tell me he's out here for the reason I think he is.
I always love this time of year. Royal Rumble season. What other time can you get to prove to a stadium of judgmental moronic spectators that you are better than 39 inferior opponents? And be awarded with a shot at our industry's grandest prize in the main event on our industry's grandest stage. Can any of you say that you can accomplish this goal? No. But I can. I have won the Royal Rumble, and I beat Chuck Norris to win the TWA Championship at that year's telethon. And do you know how I did that? Stamina. It takes a special kind of conditioning to conquer the Royal Rumble. I only wish my colleague Nazareth had that same kind of stamina when he cost us a shot to compete for the Tag Team Championship. But it's okay. Winning my second Royal Rumble will help me forget this minor indiscretion.
There's the Universal Champion Nazareth. We know he and Invisible Man have a working relationship. He seems a little angry.
I sense deceitfulness in your tone. Are you plotting against me?
I was merely calling you out on your stagnant performance last Battlefront, my friend. A true champion is willing to own up to his mistakes.
You place all the blame on me for our loss, but I didn't exactly see you light up Jason and Michael with your God-gifted offense.
Look, John, if I offended you, I apologize. Let's just forget about that loss and focus on keeping that universal belt around your waist and me winning the Royal Rumble.
Funny you mention that, because I am in the Royal Rumble too, and I have every intent of being Universal Champion and TWA Champion. And if you stand in my way, you are going over the top rope.
That was cheap, Nazareth. What?
Nazareth, you just punked Invisible Man out like a bitch right there.
Excuse me?
I could see them falling apart at the seams. I mean, to make it worse, the crowd is already seeming to side with Nazareth. And coming up next, folks, we know that there's no love lost between these two individuals. The Rated R champion Ghostface goes up against his rival, John McClane.
Yeah, the last time these two competed was on our last show of 2015 before we shut down.
Ghostface, of course, retained the Rated R title, and John McClane has not forgotten about it since.
What do you mean Invisible Man is a bitch?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Woodsboro, California, weighing in 218 pounds, he is the current TWA Rated R champion, Ghostface.
Ghostface choosing to enter from the side entrances rather than the ring entrance. He talked tough earlier when he sent a stern warning to Justin Boner, as well as insulting the entire Paramount division. He will have to defend that belt against Boner at the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia.
Look who's arrived.
Oh, boy. There's his two henchmen.
And his opponent, from New York City, weighing in at 219 pounds, diehard John McClane.
Crowd rose up to their feet for this great legend. Diehard John McClane, former TWA champion, former Rated R champion. You talk about a no-nonsense, in-your-face competitor. Unfortunately for diehard John McClane, he can't quite go for the Rated R Championship and get his revenge on Ghostface because he has been signed to the 20th Century Fox division. Ghostface was selected by Paramount. But John McClane can certainly hope to get any retribution that he can get for tonight. Ghostface, of course, getting a win over John McClane means everything to once again not only stick it to his rival, but also to send a message to Justin Boner for the Royal Rumble, saying this is what's in store for you. Of course, Justin Boner and Cable Guy both suffered some little bit of injuries here and there at the hands of Ghostface's two henchmen earlier.
And want to place any wagers that they'll get involved in this match too?
Well, McClane actually was smart at one point when he disguised himself as one of Ghostface's henchmen to cost him a match in the King of the Tube tournament in 2015. And John McClane giving the two-finger salute to his longtime nemesis, Ghostface.
Oh, that's smart. He's trying to lose himself in the crowd. I don't even think McClane knows which is the real one anymore.
Oh, this is not good now for McClane. And now he trips.
I assume the one attacking him is the real one.
Now, of course, McClane has some very bad feet. We all know he had to walk on glass at one point. So therefore, his chances at running are very limited. And McClane getting accolades from the crowd. What is Ghostface going to be doing now? And there's a backbreaker. Now Ghostface just draped John McClane's face, his neck, compressed it right there. Only a 1 count. Justin Boner, I know he's being tended to by medical emergency people in the back after the attack, but somewhere he's got to be thinking about this match. He's got to be thinking about Ghostface. I don't know if McClane is entering the Royal Rumble match himself. We already got a huge list of people who have entered so far. Mario, Captain Rhodes, Alex DeLarge, Gigant, Nazareth, and Invisible Man. They're all in. This will be probably one of the most star-studded Royal Rumbles we've ever had.
And who knows, you might even have a few surprises in there too.
And Iron Man, of course, has announced he's going to enter. Ghostface with a neck breaker. Not to mention, of course, we also have the TWA championship being decided. Chuck Norris will defend his title against Frankenstein. Santina will, of course, defend her women's title against Samus.
And we've also got my brother, TWA, defending the primetime title against Homer Simpson.
There's the die-hard stunner. All John McClane's got to do is pin him, but Ghostface's henchman is distracting referee Jordan Peterson. And here's a pin. 1. Damn. John McClane, he is frustrated, and I can't blame him. If it wasn't for those 2 dickwads out on the outside, McClane would have had the win. Now Ghostface. Did you stomp him in the kidney twice?
McClane sure looks to be showing his age in this match.
Well, McClane has always been the type of man who is a brawler. He finds his niche in hardcore type fights. Unfortunately, however, this leads the way to more people like a Ghostface who can use hardcore type fights to their advantage. Ghostface walks on the third rope before clubbing John McClane in the back of the neck. Here's the pin. 1, 2. McClane still gets the shoulder up, and Ghostface cannot believe it. McClane, however, is reeling. He's still showing some fire yet. Club to the back of the neck. Is he going to go for another stunner? There's a scoop slam. Here's a punch to the gut. There it is. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the die-hard stunner again, but massive power bomb, and Ghostface retreats to the outside. He must have sensed that McClane was going to defeat him. Oh no, John, don't go there. Don't go there. He's luring you into a trap.
Of course he goes there.
And there's the Ghost Rider. He lured John McClane to the false sense of security, and he wins the match.
Here is your winner, Ghostface.
McClane just cannot beat Ghostface. That's the third defeat in a row for him.
McClane is hurting. No, come on. No. Oh, come on. Enough's enough, damn it. And wait a minute. Here comes Justin Boner. Justin Boner came to John McClane's aid. And he scares the henchmen of Ghostface off. Justin Boner, he did not take too kindly to Ghostface and his henchmen attacking him earlier, and he's sending a message he's going after his Rated R title at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I'll be sure to watch that.
Howdy life, partner. You ready for our match?
Fuck off!
Well, it looks like we are continuing the men's tag team tournament tonight.
Ammo and Bulk Hogan. Looks like they are forced to be tag team partners, if you can believe it. Indiana Jones made this executive order. And I think the match is coming up next, is it? Yeah, Ammo and Bulk Hogan will be up next.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, Ammo!
Ammo hates Hogan so much he won't even enter the ring together with him.
As much as these men despise each other, Mark, it's hard to believe that these two men actually were tag team champions together. They held the tag team titles in the fall of 2012.
Yeah, wasn't that during that grand scheme of Hogan's where he was pretending to be a vegetable?
What's you gonna do? And his partner from Hollywoodland, California, weighing in at 350 pounds, the immovable Bulk Hogan.
The crowd is going wild for this man. And nice to see that he actually was able to get his weight down at least a little bit. Bulk Hogan, of course, no longer has a head full of hair. But he's not going to prevent that from letting Bulkamania run wild.
Ammo quickly got out of the ring. Doesn't even want to be in the same ring as him.
If he wants to be tag team champion, he's going to have to learn to work with him.
And their opponents, from Diamond City, at a total combined weight of 491 pounds, the Wario Brothers.
And I think that's the end of Ammo and Hogan's run. There is no way they're going to beat a team with as much synergy as them.
The Wario Brothers, part of the Universal Division and members of the Nintendo family. And as hard as it is to believe, Waluigi held the tag team titles, but it wasn't with Wario. He held it with Donkey Kong back when Nintendo Power ruled the wrestling world. But now, Waluigi hopes to win it with his brother. And you can see Ammo and Bulk Hogan already arguing.
This is going to be a total disaster.
Stranger things have happened, Mark. And no, I am not referring to the Netflix show.
Ammo appears to have elected to start. Or not.
Or did he choose to tag Bulk Hogan in, or did Bulk Hogan tag himself in?
Well, nonetheless, Hogan getting his ass kicked yet again.
And you have the two muscles of the group, Bulk Hogan and Wario. The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Ammo and Waluigi represent more of the wrestling side, if you will. Bulk Hogan with a hard elbow and a DDT. Now, what's Bulk Hogan doing here? Why is he going to the wrong side of town?
Because he's Bulk Hogan.
And here's the pinfall. Not even a 1 count. And Bulk just punched Waluigi in the gut. Wario didn't take that too kindly. Here's the tag. Now we're going to see the double team moves come into play for the Wario Brothers. And hard kick. And now we're going to see a contrast of styles of Waluigi and Bulk Hogan.
It looked like Hogan tried to go for a tag, but Ammo stepped off the apron.
We knew things were going to be testy between these two, but there's got to be some synergy between these two to work as a team if they expect to go through this tag team tournament.
Why didn't he tag him?
I don't know. I'm not inside Bulk Hogan's head 24/7. I mean, there's got to be electrical disturbances all inside that cerebral cortex of his. Bulk Hogan lands all his weight on Waluigi. That's got to hurt. He got a 1 count, but still, he has a long way to go if he wants to put the Wario Brothers away. And the Bulkster showing off for the crowd.
For those of you who have been or haven't been keeping track, Link and Donkey Kong won a tag team match last Battlefront to move on to the second round. So did Jason and Michael.
Imagine though, Mark, what if it comes down to the Wario brothers against Link and Donkey Kong? Nintendo family members against each other.
Well, that's very likely.
Bulk Hogan rolling around on Wario, and I don't know if he's humping him or... Nonetheless, the Bulkster's on the offense.
That looked like that position he used on Spino in that sex tape.
I don't need to be reminded of that. Now the Bulkster, what is he planning to do to Wario? Is this going to be the tag?
If Hogan doesn't tag soon, he's gonna pass out.
Well, yeah. I mean, Bulk Hogan, he can barely go 5 minutes. I mean, we're reaching the 3 or 4 minute mark, so to speak. And if he stays in the ring, the more this match favors the Wario brothers. Hard kick. Wario's still down. Here's the pin. I don't know why the Bulkster keeps dragging Wario to the point where Waluigi can enter. And there's a dive from the top rope. Effective. I never imagined Bulk to be a high flyer. I mean, his feet usually don't leave the ground. And now Wario is getting a little dirty. He makes the tag to Waluigi. Some double team right here. Waluigi quite fresh. He's making Bulk pay. Oh, and he makes a quick tag to Wario. I'm actually surprised by that because Wario had been in the ring for a long period of time. But he's regained his footing. What is the Bulkster up to? Hard slap to Wario's ears. Comes at him again with a boot.
Go for the leg drop.
Now he's... Bulk Hogan parading in front of Ammo.
Well, Ammo doesn't like that.
And Ammo just punched Hogan off of the turnbuckle. And now he's leaving.
Oh, that's it. This is over.
Yeah, this has got to be done. And now Wario, he just got tripped. And Bulk Hogan still fighting with everything he's got. Bulk Hogan is now partnerless. He doesn't have ammo. No. There's the leg drop. Spears Waluigi.
No way.
And here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. I do not believe it. And Ammo can't either.
Here are your winners, Ammo and Bulk Hogan.
Ammo is in the ring taking all the credit, even though Bulk Hogan did all of the work. Bulk Hogan wanting to shake Ammo's hand, and Ammo still being a jackass. I cannot believe it.
Can we rewatch the footage? Maybe we saw it wrong.
We did not see it wrong. We just saw Ammo and Bulk Hogan move on to the next round. This, as I said, stranger things have happened, but How long can Ammo and Bulk Hogan last? There's so much hatred between these two.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 4-time TWA Women's Champion, Metal Queen.
Metal Queen's here tonight, but she's not dressed to compete. She's coming out to the ring looking like Jessica Jones, but I'm surprised as to why she didn't show up for a number one contendership for the women's title. She prides on being the best.
Well, looks like we're about to find out. Please don't let it be bad news.
I know I owe an explanation for why I no-showed on Battlefront 2 weeks ago. It's something I really didn't want to be made public, but I don't have much of a choice now. I'm pregnant. Yeah, I actually only found out just 3 weeks before TWA's return. I met a guy, we started dating, and when I first found out, I was conflicted. It came as a surprise, and on one hand, I was just so happy. But on the other hand, I knew my responsibilities would have to change. So, yeah, I think you all know where this is going. As per me and my boyfriend's wishes, I am retiring from the ring. I just wanted to thank you all for the support you gave me those 3 years. And, yeah.
This truly came out of nowhere.
Metal Queen announcing her retirement after being in the TWA since 2012. She has laid the groundwork, possibly being the greatest women's competitor the Television Wrestling Association ever had, but now she's leaving her life behind. Coming up next, folks, it's the main event. The TWA champion, Chuck Norris, will go up against Dracula here tonight. Dracula introduced us to his new manager, Chuck Norris. Even though he's facing Dracula, he's got to be thinking about Frankenstein. I don't know what's in Chuck's mind, Mark.
Sorry, just give me a minute.
The following contest is our main event, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Renfield from Transylvania. Weighing in at 221 pounds, Count Dracula!
ultimate test tonight is not with Chuck Norris and Dracula, but with Renfield. What is he going to do as Dracula's newfound manager? Dracula already sent a warning to Frankenstein about what he could be in for.
And his opponent, from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the current Television Wrestling Association champion, Chuck Norris.
Chuck has faced great challenges throughout his TWA career. The King of the Royal Rumble and two-time TWA champion. We have ran down the list of many great TWA competitors, but in my mind, there is only one. And would you just stop obsessing over Metal Queen already, Mark?
I'm not obsessing.
Yes, you are. You've been sitting silent ever since the announcement was made. Is it because of Metal Queen walking away, or is it because Metal Queen announcing she has a man in her life?
It's walking away.
Yeah, I'm sure. And there's the bell. Chuck Norris, hard elbow. Looks as great as ever in that ring, but oh, Dracula. Hard shot to the kidney. Dracula, of course, is no slouch either when it comes to accomplishments. He is a former primetime champion and former tag team champion, alongside the man who will be challenging Chuck Norris for that belt at the Royal Rumble, Frankenstein. And also held the tag team titles once with Orlock, if I remember correctly. Chuck Norris tried to go for a kick, but Dracula, with some pretty good instincts there, caught him. Although, I gotta say something about Dracula's cape, it's kind of getting into his face. And there's a tilt-a-whirl spin, airplane spin, sorry. He drops Chuck. But I don't think the TWA champion is gonna go down with an airplane spin. And now Chuck working over the arm of Dracula. Renfield positioning himself. 1, 2. Oh! Dracula got the shoulder up. It's pretty close though. Once again, Dracula catches Chuck Norris's feet and knocks him down. Dracula's doing a very good job at keeping up with Chuck Norris's kicks and his feet, because that's his most deadly arsenal. And here it is again with the airplane spin. I don't know, maybe he's hoping to make Chuck Norris nauseous. But But even Chuck Norris puking on him will probably kill Dracula. There's an underhook suplex. Now Renfield's looking a bit worried, but Dracula comes back. And there's a stinger splash. I think Chuck Norris got the knee in. No, he didn't. Drapes him into a half powerbomb. The TWA champion, I thought he would be a little more dominant here, but Dracula's giving him a run for his money. Frankenstein has got to be in the back watching this. And if it's not him, I'm sure it's his manager, Victor. Chuck Norris motioning to the crowd in Buffalo. It's time for the roundhouse. Oh, sorry, the knuckleball. And Chuck Norris has got the ring ropes accidentally on his neck. That's a bit of a gaffe. Could this be it? Could this be it? There it is. Roundhouse. Oh! Dracula just got out of the way. And now there's a 1-foot atomic drop. And there's the impaler. He just dropped Chuck Norris right on his face. Could this be it? Quite an upset if it was. 1, 2, no! Might have been a bit of a slow count, but I think Chuck is still in the game. And now Renfield, is he conversing with Dracula? Or? Chuck comes in, throws Dracula back in the ring. Hard fist. 1, 2, no. Those fists make a lot of opponents unconscious, but Dracula is still fighting. Throws him out of the ring again. Chuck Norris, he's got to be thinking of Frankenstein when he's in that ring. Take a look at the crowd here in Buffalo, New York at the Key Arena. It's big for sure, but it's going to be nothing compared to the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, where the Royal Rumble, our Royal Rumble, will be taking place. And Renfield motioning to the crowd, I guess. But Chuck Norris comes back with a headlock. Dracula flips him off, throws him off of him. Chuck with a pin. 1. No. Chuck flips Dracula across the ring. Gives him a chiropractic adjustment the hard way. A very competitive match so far between these two. 2 punches to the kidneys, and Chuck so far is down. Chuck Norris, I guess he was playing possum. He's coming right back. German suplex. Here's an Irish whip. Chuck coming full force. No, but now Dracula versus Irish whip. Chuck Norris with unique gymnastics. Hard fist. There's nobody like him. And now it's time for the knuckleball again. Dracula goes down like a sack of potatoes. I don't know why Chuck didn't go for the pin there. But here comes the roundhouse. Right to the back of the head. That's it. That's gotta be it. Here's the pin. And, Dracula's new manager, Renfield, breaks up the count, sensing that his master was in trouble. Nonetheless, Chuck is still on offense. He guillotines Dracula on the ropes. The match would have been over if it wasn't for Renfield's interference. Looks like he's already proving his worth to his master. But wait a minute, Chuck Norris with a unique submission hold. Dracula, he can't get out of that. That's it. Chuck is the winner.
Here is your winner, Chuck Norris.
Well, Renfield did his best to help his master, but nonetheless, Chuck Norris finds new and innovative ways to win. He is ready for Frankenstein at the Royal Rumble. Are you going to stay silent for the rest of the night?
Silent? Who's silent? I'll talk. I'm talking. How's the weather?
Maybe Metal Queen should retire more often.
One monster down, one to go. Frank, I am the TWA champion going into Philly, and as certain as the sun sets, I will still be TWA champion when I leave. And Mario, don't forget our bet.
Oh, here comes Victor, the manager of Frankenstein's monster. The monsters, excuse me. Doesn't look happy. I don't think he's totally angry, but he's not happy. Your arrogance absolutely sickens me. For 2 weeks, all I have heard from the Neanderthals that encircle me is how excited they are to see Chuck Norris versus Mario at Telethon for the TWA Championship. What makes you all so certain that this self-glorifying bumpkin is going to defeat my creation at the Royal Rumble? If this is your method for psychologically compromising my creation, then you, my Paleolithic friends, have no brains in your skulls. All you are doing is giving my creation the incentive to prove you all wrong. Like how I proved everyone wrong when they said I could never bring the dead to life. like how my creation will take the legend of Chuck Norris and turn it into a myth. Well, now I won't be able to sleep tonight. Not because of your threats, because I'm going to have to spend all night at the laundromat cleaning your spit off my shirt. I'm going to go do that, and you can go back to your laboratory and fondle your creation's balls. Chuck, turn around! Chuck Norris just hit the monster off the apron. Victor Frankenstein just hit Chuck Norris from behind, and he makes him pay for it with a roundhouse. And Frankenstein just knocked out Chuck Norris with his dreaded brain chop. And there's a headbutt. And now what is Victor doing? The monster is holding Chuck Norris for Victor Frankenstein to punch him in the gut. This is what Chuck has to compete with at the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia. And if Chuck Norris can miraculously get by Frankenstein, he still has 40 other competitors in that Royal Rumble that are just going to be hungry to go after him for that title. We'd like to thank you for joining us. Follow us on Instagram. Hit that like button. Comment as you see fit. Thanks for joining us, everybody. RJ Peckham and Mark Adams, signing off.